The fight for better pay continues for Kiwi cops amid ongoing negotiations. Discussions have been held since last July, with the government's most recent offer dubbed a kick in the guts.
They've watched nurses, they've watched teachers and they've watched fire officers who have been able to take industrial action, get listened to by governments and to get significant pay rises. And they've been ignored, and that's exactly how they feel. They've been ignored by successive governments and they've had enough. They've seen this offer come out and honestly the response has been unanimous. It's been very clear, farcical, demoralising, disgusting, an absolute joke. These are how these officers feel.
So what's been put on the table? First off, a wage increase of $5,000, backdated to November 1st of last year. Another wage increase of 4% would come in from September this year, before a final increase, another 4%, from July next year. One of the major sticking points, however, is the first instalment not being backdated to July. A 3-year term agreement also means more crystal ball gazing in an uncertain environment. Then there's no benefit for health checks, meal and incidental allowances would be replaced with reimbursement of expenses, and the current 45 days of leave accumulation would be reduced to 35. Police in rural locations are also facing having their subsidised rents hiked to market rates and allowances trimmed in a bid to cut costs. The police associations received hundreds of emails from members over the deal, with concerns over the demanding workload officers would face amid the government's tough-on-crime stance. Police Minister Mark Mitchell, a former cop himself, says the government's doing the best they can.
We recognise how tough it is for all Kiwis at the moment. We're in a tough economic situation. At the end of the day, we are in these negotiations in good faith with the association, and we will do the best that we can in what is a really difficult situation.
It all comes amid a recruitment push from across the ditch, with a number of states offering relocation bonuses and better pay.
Winter's not winter, it's just shorts and t-shirts every day.
I think it's warmer. I like the policing style, it's casual. But also sometimes, when you've got to put the hammer down, you do.
Of course we want to retain especially our experienced police officers here in New Zealand, but look, I completely respect their decisions. They'll be making decisions based on what is best for them or their families. They've already provided public service for us here in New Zealand. I hope that we can grow and strengthen our economy and hopefully attract them back home, but look, of course we don't want to lose them.
Dozens of frontline officers are already waiting for sign-off to head to Australia. Of the 200 who resigned last year, 50 are already working across the Tasman. It's likely to be a talking point as the police minister heads back into negotiation meetings with the union, with hopes to land on a deal as soon as possible. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here, and head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.